I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your daily forecast for the day of Thursday, November 30th, 2017. Now, before I get started, I just wanted to say thank you so much to all of you women who came out to watch my live video earlier today on the Rising She Tribe Facebook group. I really appreciate all of that. I had tons of fun for me, just kind of expressing myself and putting myself out there and doing that for the first time. And I appreciate all of you for coming and for just being so kind to me. So I really appreciate that, and I hope you had just as much fun as I did. So yeah. So thank you. So now what we're gonna do, oh yeah, and hopefully I'll have more live events and live things going on in the future. I do wanna host some live videos on my Facebook so that everyone can take part and not just women. So there's that to hopefully look forward to in the future. And I also wanna do some live YouTube videos, but I'm actually having some difficulty using my software. I'm using OBS, Open Broadcasting System, and I keep getting some encoding error and it's super slow. And so I don't know how to fix that, but I gotta work out some of that stuff before I do live videos, unless I do them from my phone. But I want to do live videos with like the charts and stuff. So that's why I'm like, gotta make it fancy and gotta use some of this other software to see how it works out. But once I get all that together, hopefully I'll do some more live videos, and I will put it out there for everyone to see and to contribute to. So that's what's going on with me. Now let's go ahead and get into your horoscope. What we've got going on today here is we've got the moon coming right over Uranus and in opposition with Mars about the same time. That actually happened yesterday and into this morning, and I don't think it'll happen for like exact until about 4 a.m. Utah time. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna bring up some unexpected stuff. Could be just unexpected news in some way, an unexpected event, or even just insights perhaps that you get somewhat unexpectedly about life in some way. Whatever unexpected thing that comes up, I think it's gonna be very important to your identity and to who you are in some way, of course, with Uranus being in Aries. I also think whatever comes up unexpectedly in regards to your identity, that you're gonna have to learn in some way how to integrate it over here where Mars is in Libra, which rules relationships. You're gonna have to figure out how to work with other people in light of this unexpected thing that has come up. Or maybe this unexpected thing that has come up has a lot to do with other people doing unexpected things to you, you doing unexpected things to other people, and trying to get insights that way through things happening. So I think that's the thing that could have happened last night and into today. I personally think it's a very energizing aspect, getting insights, a lot of mental activity, and lots of excitement as well coming in here, okay? So I think that was going on last night. After that happens, very, very early this morning and last night, the moon then comes off of that and makes a trine right here over to Mercury and to Saturn. So I feel like whatever unexpected thing has come up, last night and into today has really helped you get more clarity about your journey, about your life, about some new thing that you're doing. Has really helped you to make sense of life in some way, to think about your life in the right way, to make some commitments that it is that you need to make. I think this unexpected thing perhaps is very defining or very helpful for you just to figure out and to make sense of your life in some way and to do some things that you need. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's a positive day. I think today's another good day again coming in here, and I think it's just going to help you to figure out some things and to start to make sense of life, right? And that aspect is going to kick in around 9 a.m. Utah time as well, really helping you to feel the motivation, feel the passion to move forward and to do some things that are important to you, okay? Then after that happens, the moon at 2 p.m. Utah time in the afternoon moves into Taurus and just kind of hangs out there for the rest of the day. So we have all of this excitement that comes up, I think, in the past 24 hours that we've had. Like lots going on, unexpected things, making some big progress, moving forward. And then after we have all of this stuff coming up, then the moon comes into Taurus where it likes to be. Moon loves Taurus and says, okay, how can we find this stability once again? How can we take everything that's happened and start to build something on it and to be okay with it and to be confident with everything that has happened so that we can start to make decisions in the right way that are going to last, that are meant for us, that can bring us kind of the things and the stability that it is that we need, and use all of our gifts and skills and talents. So I think towards the end of the day here, or the afternoon, towards the end of the day, after all of this stuff has happened, we try to figure out, okay, how can we find the balance? How can we be comfortable and confident with all of this? And how can we do it in the right ways to make sure that things are happening for us in the way that it is that we want, and trying to bring it down a notch and organize everything in the right way so that you can really begin to build something that works for you. All right, so that's what's going on today. That's all the aspects, all the major aspects that the moon is making. I again think it's going to be a good day, with the moon especially making a very positive aspect here over to the major Saturn-Mercury alignment that's happening, and then coming into a spot it loves in Taurus, spending the rest of the day kind of helping you to feel good about life, make sense of life, understand what you need to do in life, and go from there, okay? So that's what I've got. Now, things going on in the background that I want to mention that I haven't already mentioned, because I know I've been talking about a lot of the same stuff going on in the background, because some of these planets are moving kind of slow. New things that I'll mention though that I haven't talked about before: Venus, 29 degrees Scorpio. That means tomorrow morning, not today, but tomorrow, on tomorrow's horoscope, Venus is going to move into Sagittarius. This is amazing news. That's because Venus is not like Scorpio. It makes relationships really intense. It makes it hard to feel really comfortable in life in some way here going on. So I think today is we're making all of these last changes in relationships, all of these last changes that are really uncomfortable for us, that we can, so that tomorrow we can start to feel much better. We can start to feel much more excited about our life and not feel so hurt by it, and not feel so kind of upset by all of these changes that are going on. Venus as well moving into a much better spot. It is okay with Sagittarius, while the moon is in Taurus, a Venus ruled sign as well. I think being a very good thing tomorrow, helping you to find more of that stability that you want, feel more comfortable in ways that you have not been able to feel comfortable lately. So I think that's going to be a good thing that happens with Venus coming in here, helping you to just feel better about life, since a lot of times Venus, being kind of the ruler of Taurus, rules luxury, rules the good parts of life that we love in some way. And I think we're going to start to feel more of that than we have recently as Venus moves out of Scorpio. And I think right now we got to take care of all these changes and all these deep feelings that are going on inside us, so that we can begin to feel more of that lighthearted comfort that we're looking for in the coming days. All right. We also do have the sun moving into a square with Neptune while that's going on. Even though we're starting to get clarity, even though we're starting to get insights in a lot of ways about life, unexpected things happening that are helping us move forward and get everything together, have all the pieces fall into place, I think the sun square Neptune could bring up some confusion in some way. Because of everything else going on astrologically though, and because, you know, Neptune's now direct, I don't think this is going to be the same kind of confusion that it's always been. I'm just feeling that this confusion is going to be because there's so many options, there's so many different paths to take, there's so many different things to do, and especially things that have come up. And I think that's what the confusion is about. With the sun square Neptune. And I think you got to do is you got to figure out how to narrow down your options. You have to figure out how to be comfortable with where it is that you're going in some way, especially with the square being to Neptune and Pisces, saying you're doing something new, you're going on some new journey, you're trying to make sense of your life, and you're trying to figure out how you can be comfortable as well doing this new thing, how you can make sense of your life in a way that really feels good to you on the inside. So I think it's a lot of that. If there's not so many options, and if there's not so many new insights and creativity coming up that's causing the confusion, then I think the message here for sure is to understand your life better, to be on board with it, and to feel comfortable as you're doing this new thing that it is that you're doing. So I think it's a lot of that going on. Happening here, and I don't see that being a horrible thing. I mean, maybe there are some people that will say that the sun square Neptune might be a little challenging, but with Jupiter here in a trine to Neptune, almost exact today, very beautiful. I think any confusion that you have is going to be really positive for you. It's going to be an exciting kind of confusion, you know, with so much going on, that's really going to help you get in touch with your heart, get in touch with your spirit and what it is that you want, and figure out what you need to do next in a much better way. okay, that really resonates with you on the inside, and start bringing some stuff together in a big way. Mercury here is still conjunct with Saturn, saying even if you have a lot of options, even if there is some confusion, even if you are excited about a lot of things, you still got to pick something. You got to narrow your options down. You got to choose so that you don't get crazy, and so that things don't get a little bit all over the place in some way. So that going on there. And then of course Mars Uranus, which I talked about at the beginning of the horoscope, bringing up some unexpected things that could be going on, that you're going to have to figure out how to integrate into your life and how to balance with your relationships and everything else going on. All right, so that's what I've got for you today. I think these days are getting pretty good, especially with Saturn, a new moon about to be on top of Saturn, Saturn about to go home. Did I mention that Saturn loves Capricorn? There's no better place for Saturn than Capricorn. And Saturn's going to be in Capricorn and then Aquarius for 5 years, and Saturn's home in both Capricorn and Aquarius. So I think we're coming into a good time here of being able to build and to move forward and to do some things that are important to you in a really strong way. And I think now we're getting all our ducks in a row, trying to make sure we're okay with where everything's going and that we're on board with it, and that we're feeling good about it, especially with Mercury about to go retrograde, helping you to bring it all together, make sense of like this crazy past few months we've had, and to start to get more on board with it. So I see lots of good things coming in here lately. I thought yesterday was a good day. I think today's gonna be a good day too. Moon being in Taurus, also nice. So yeah, that's what I got for you. Your card is the Three of Pentacles reversed. This card is a card that can happen when we feel like we have too much going on. A lot of times here, you got too many things that you're interested in, too many gifts, skills, talents, whatever. You got to figure out how to organize it all and bring it all together in some way. This card to me can also be a card of collaboration, of working with other people, asking other people for advice. And of not making decisions for someone, but of including someone in the process and working together with people. Teamwork is really huge with this card too, and not trying to go it alone. Normally when this card is upright, to me it does indicate like a prodigy of sorts, like a young person who is kind of on top of their game and has a lot of people looking up to them in some way. When it could be reversed, maybe you feel like you don't have anyone looking up to you, like things are kind of crazy, and like you don't have anything to offer. And I think today is a good day, especially in Taurus. I think this card, especially being a Pentacles card, has a lot to do with the moon in Taurus, saying you got to figure out what you're good at. You got to figure out what your strengths are. You have to figure out how you can do more of your strengths and how you can start to include everyone else in this process with you here, so that you can start to live life from a place of just like of strength, from strength to strength, you know, and doing a whole bunch of things that are really good for you and that are working within your best interests and within what you're good at. And I think if you can figure that out, figure out what you're good at, how to do more of it, and how to share that with others so they feel like they're taking part in your process, then it's really going to help you to do some things that it is that you need to do. So that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.